All right, folks. Well, it took me a while to get here. I apologize. We were having our second Christmas and cut into that and ran down here to get this game up for you. We are in the second quarter. There's 4 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the first half, and Brewster leads the Okanogan Bulldogs 22-17. Coach Ed Ashworth, who I actually went to high school with, and he actually attended Central Washington University with me as well. For Okanogan, just called the timeout. Teams are getting back out on the floor, and we will see what goes on here. No, that's too much. Sorry, folks. Get out a little bit. We are up top and trying to get you a good shot here. We showing up a little late. We lost our typical spot down in front of the bench, and quite frankly, the media bench is for skinny people, and I am not one of those. So I am going to try and be healthier and maybe be able to fit in there by the end of this year. It's one of my goals. And we're just not there. So 4:10 left on the clock, and Brewster is up 22-17 still. Bears are and they're going to call a foul. Ironically, Cameron Ashworth played with the Brewster Bears all through youth basketball, and I'm trying to remember if she played her freshman year in Brewster. She obviously is playing in Okanogan now and has played there for the last couple of years. Wonderful young lady. Appreciate her. She's a senior this year. And like I said, her dad is coaching this year. He stepped into that role after it became vacant. They'd had Bozel as a head coach there in Okanogan for many years, ran a pretty successful program. And then he left with his daughter, went over to Deer Park, and ironically 2A, Deer Park is ranked, or with RPI, is #1 so far this season. So we'll see how Deer Park does with them there. Thornton stepped in last year and decided that he wasn't going to do it for a second year. So he stepped aside. Ashworth stepped in and is coaching the Bulldogs this season. Bears are trying everything they can, and Caitlin Gibbons gets it. Goes around, pass up to Addie. No, that's, oh goodness. Great job by Berkeley. Berkeley Regals gets the 2 and goes to the line, see if she can complete a 3-point play. Berkeley's actually my granddaughter's niece, or exactly cousin. Sorry about that. Berkeley is the cousin. So my granddaughter, my 4-year-old granddaughter, who's actually over for Christmas, and Berkeley are cousins. Let's see if Berkeley can get a 3-point play here. And she does. Extends the Bear lead to 25-17. Okanogan bringing the ball down, seeing if they can catch up or not. As we get down to 3 minutes left here in the first. That was Cameron with the ball. Okanogan did well last season, had some talent on the team, did well. And a lot of those players returned. They've got a couple of seniors. They got 3 seniors. 1 junior, sophomores, freshmen. So let's see. I'm trying to. There were a lot of seniors that had a lot of talent that aren't there this season. Lissami is a sophomore this year. She's a very good ball player. And Lucas, senior, walks with it. So it'll go back to Brewster. Page with it. Page puts it into to Addie. Addie gives it to Page. Gets it knocked out of bounds. They're going to have an inbound play here. Page with it. Out to Hialeah. Hialeah back to Page. Page fires a 3 long. And Moses with the rebound. She is a sophomore as well. And that one is on Addie. Wilson to inbound. Puts it into Moses. Brewster putting some pressure on, seeing if, oh, they got wide away with that one. And Ashworth with an easy bucket there. Caitlin Gibbons with it, 25-19. Caitlin tries to put one up, but not able to get over the height. Okanogan has some height advantage here. 3-on-2, puts it to Moses, and she's fouled going up, so she'll go to the line. Hialeah Aparicio with the foul. So let's see, Moses can bring him within 5. 2:03 left here in the first half. Fires the first one, doesn't drop. She'll get a second one. Second one doesn't drop. Ashworth has it. Oh my goodness, what a play. Gets it up, drives, tries to lay it up and in, doesn't drop for her. Trying to get it down. Caitlin Gibbons streaks down and gets in front of that pass, so Ashworth doesn't have an easy lay-in. Okanogan with the inbound play. 1:49 left here in the first half, 25-19. Oh, they're going to get her on that one. That'll be on Caitlin, I believe. Yep. Caitlin with that foul on Lasami. So Lasami at the line. Good ball player, Lasami. I remember her from last year. Doesn't get the first one to drop. The score remains 25-19. Fires the second one. That one doesn't drop. Cameron gets the rebound, gets the shot back, and she's going to the line. They're within 4. She can pull them within 3. She's using that height advantage. That's a second one on Paige. Gonna have to block her out. Get your butt into her and push her out. There you go. That was a better block out. All right, so puts it down, gets it knocked away, so they'll have an inbound play. 1:39 left here in the first half. Okanogan has cut into the Bear lead. Bears have had a significant lead, and Okanogan has cut back into it. Like I said, good team. Again, holding, no shot. Of course, it goes when when it doesn't count. So that'll be, I don't know, I guess it's 4. So she won't be going to the line just yet. So inbound play for the Bears. Puts it, over Caitlin's head, but Berkeley wisely gets it. Puts it, dribbles through, kicks it out. Hialeah with it, out to Caitlin. Caitlin with a 3, doesn't drop. Okanogan touches it last, so it'll be Bear ball again with 1:28 left here in the first half. Bears with a 4-point lead now. Had a inbounds to Paige, inbounds to Berkeley. Berkeley with a little hook shot, and it goes. Extends the lead back out to 6. Okanogan bringing the ball down. That is Lucas with it. Lucas puts it down to Ortiz. Ortiz gets it taken away by Addie. Addie looking, throws, but not to anybody. Unfortunately, she was way behind Berkeley. So nice steal, but not able to take advantage of that. Okay, Lasami's with it. Kicks it out to Moses. Moses tries to get it into Cameron. Cameron rips it around, gets a rebound. They're going to count the shot, and she'll go to the line again. Girls have got to really block her out. It's causing a lot of trouble for them with her height. An aggressive play. That's going to be 3. Of course, when you got Hialeah Aparicio, the smallest Bear defender, trying to block out the largest Okanogan player, that's not a good matchup. Back within 3. Paige Wolf with it, bringing it down. 44 seconds remaining here in the first half. Just drives through everybody and gets fouled, so she'll be going to the line to shoot 2. Nope. Ilea Aparicio's only player so far that's up to 3 fouls, so nobody else in foul trouble. Paige puts the first one up and in, extends her lead out to 4. 40 seconds remain here in the first half. Gets the second one. Back to 5-point lead. Ashworth into Lasamies. Back to Ashworth. Ashworth over to Lucas. Lucas kicks it down to wide open underneath the hoop. Doesn't drop. Tries to get her own rebound. Doesn't happen for her. That was Ortiz. Paige coming down again. Looks at it, backs it out. Goes over to the edge. Again, just kind of steps around everybody and up and in. 31-24, 13 seconds. Lasamies trying to get it back to Ashworth. Throws it out of bounds. Pressure. 7.3 seconds left here in the first half. Bears are going to have one more opportunity. Inbounds to Paige. Paige looks at it, dribbles it up, fires a deep 3 off the front of the rim. So at half, 31-24 is your score. Bears over the Okanogan Bulldogs. Again, Okanogan, good team. They got some good players back, and Lasamies, and I see some other ones in there too. Knapp, who is a freshman. I think she played as an 8th grader, I think. But Lasamies for sure. Moses, Lucas, Wilson, Ashworth, Sullivan. It's going to be a good game here. Well, it has been. Brewster will get a lead, and then you'll see Okanogan cut right into it and pull it back to within just a few. So exciting to see. I am looking for my son-in-law. He's around here someplace. Tony Regal, or Anthony Regals. Tony. He's here watching his niece, Berkeley Regals, out on the floor. Berkeley's had 7 points so far, I believe. Yep, 7 points so far for the sophomore Berkeley Regals. 10 for Paige Wolf. It'll be interesting to see what the teams adjust to come out here in the second half. Again, it's a lot of fun to be here broadcasting this for you and just sharing a little bit. Love the Okanogan crew. I got to see Henry Tibbs. I coached Henry. He's in Okanogan now, senior in Okanogan. Henry, I coached him in baseball. Great young man. Love him. Love his family. He is he's looking to go into WSU, which is where my son Isaac went. He's, though, thinking about engineering, where Isaac did marketing. And then he's going either there or over to U of I. So Henry's got some good plans. And then I got to talk with a young man that played a lot of basketball with my son Grant. Jordan, man, what is Jordan's last name? Yeah, it sucks to get old. My brain starts to fade away. But Jordan, wonderful young man, and just sweet young man. His family has Schmidt Electric. So Jordan Schmidt, and he is going to Montana into the electrical field. So appreciate Jordan. Actually, I guess I didn't get him on camera. He just walked up here a minute ago. Really appreciate it. And but Jordan, wonderful young man. But so we're having our second Christmas. First Christmas, my daughter Whitney and her husband Tony came over with the 2 grandkids and appreciated that. And then my son Grant, his wife Allie were over and gave us some exciting, well, actually I think we kind of knew before then, but it was exciting to have them all together and sharing and being able to hang out as a family. Both Whitney and Tony are expecting our 3rd grandchild, so we'll have 3 from them. And then Grant, who got married to Allie in August, announced that they're also pregnant. So I got 2 more grandbabies on the way. We're going to double up the number of grandbabies, and excited about that, and really looking forward to it. And they're all great parents, and it's fun to be involved with them. But unfortunately, Isaac, who had moved to Colorado Springs this fall, wasn't able to make it during Christmas. His roommate actually came home to Brewster for Christmas, so he had to stay and watch the 3 puppy dogs. And they don't have anybody they feel comfortable with currently. So he short end of the straw, so he got to come now. And so he came for Christmas now. So he's up, picked him up at Spokane International Airport yesterday, stopped at Mod Pizza, and then came on over and enjoyed yesterday with him. And then today was Christmas. We opened stockings and some gifts and different things, and enjoying having him here as well as everybody else. We're missing Sophie. She's down in Vegas currently, so wasn't able to make it up. She had hoped, but she just wasn't feeling it. So feeling well. She's got some health issues, and they flared up on her, so she wasn't able to make it. Oh, just misses. So we're having a good Christmas, and had just finished dinner and said, oh my goodness, I better get down there. Tony came down to watch Berkeley, and a couple of the grandkids are asleep, so I just said, hey, I got to go. So ran down, and happy to be here broadcasting for y'all, and hoping you all had a great Christmas, and then a great New Year's as well. Man, I cannot believe it's 2026 already. 25 just flew by, and now with 26, it's kind of like, wow, really looking forward to it. We, it's life, right? Life has huge ups and downs, and here we hear about new grandbabies. We're all excited, and all the things that happened in 2025, and just oh wow. And then your pets become family, and Tony and Tony had a Great Dane. Her name was Harley. Wonderful, wonderful dog. Oh, loved her. She was our quote-unquote first grandchild, and just such a part of the family, and such a wonderful, wonderful addition. She treated the grandbabies so well. She was just an absolute sweetheart. Great Danes are huge, and she was a big dog, but man, so sweet. And got to spend Christmas, or official Christmas with her, and they were getting ready to bring her over. And she's been limping, and the vet had said it was arthritis because she's getting older. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case. They took her in, and she had cancer, a very aggressive bone cancer. And they said if she made it a month, they would be surprised. So, go from announcement of grandbabies to the sad news of having to put your dog down, and it just sucks. Just sucks, and it's unfortunate, and I'm so sad to have her not around anymore. And I was so happy I got to spend some time with her at Christmas, but not an easy thing. So we were thinking about heading to Leavenworth, but we missed the Christmas festival. And we're like, do we want to go, So we went back and forth and decided, we were just going to do our Christmas today and tomorrow. And then, I'm going to be cooking some steaks and some chicken and some things on Sunday. So we'll see what happens. Gordon, love Gordon. Gordon's a kick in the pants. So, but we are just super excited to be here tonight, sharing with everything for you guys. And Gordon Wright was broadcasting and announced that we're here tonight, and appreciate him for doing that, for everything we got going. And it's just exciting, and it's so fun to be with the family and get everybody back under the same roof. It's different for us when all of them are gone. It's the wife and I, and she's switched careers a couple years ago. You guys kind of heard about that. She actually just graduated from WSU, summa cum laude. She was one of the top students, and selected as outstanding student of her BSN class. So she has her bachelor's now, and that's awesome. It's great to see that and learn more about the nursing profession, and it just makes me have a even greater appreciation for all those in the medical field. You know, they're, I was thinking about it the other day, and they're kind of like the mechanics for the human body. And man, that is an important job and a tough job. You know, you can't just pop open the hood and look whenever you want. So appreciate them and everything they do, and exciting to be part of that. And like I told people, I was their study buddy, and if it wasn't for the fact I'm not excited about needles and blood, I might actually think about doing that as a part-time gig just for fun, because of the need. There's so much need for people in the medical field, you know, for nurses and CNAs, etc., and doctors. And anyway, that's an interesting occupation as well. We got 2 minutes left here in halftime, and here I'm chatting away. Time is disappearing quick. As we see the girls start to come out of the locker rooms, both teams emerging. I'm sure the coaches had a conversation with them, letting them know what he wants to see here in the second half and what changes they want to see. And like I said, new staff in Okanogan with Ed Ashworth stepping in there. Like I said, Ed and I actually went to high school together, graduated high school together, went to Central together. And, ironically, maybe not so ironically, he married April Knoll. And April is a wonderful young lady, and she's teaching here in Brewster. And, love her and her family to pieces. Her mom is an exceptional seamstress and has helped me out a few times, so appreciate them and her. But she happened to be in the grade that my wife is in, 2 years underneath us. My wife, Linda, and her went to school together, so that was always kind of fun to see. But Ashworths have been involved in the Brewster community quite a bit and in the Okanogan community. So, I'll see what Cameron decides to do. I was talking with her mom. Of course, it's like anything, right? We're up Christmas shopping in North 40 and run into April, and we get to chatting about the kids and where everybody's at and what they're doing. And Cameron will be a wonderful young lady to see where she goes. So we'll see about that. But we got 30 seconds left before we're back underway here for the second half. Bears lead the Bulldogs 31-24. I was pondering heading to Cle Elum tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to make it to Cle Elum. I'm going to spend the time with the family that I've got since Isaac's up from Colorado. All right, Okanogan with the ball. Sammy's with it. Kicks it over to Ashworth. Back Wilson, and then I'm sorry, I was trying to get numbers here. So Addie must have kicked it. All right, so we've got Lucas. Inbounds to Sammy's. Sammy's looks to drive, kicks it out to Wilson. Wilson puts it over to Moses. Moses looking around, seeing if she can do something with it. Kicks it over to Sammy's. Sammy's drives, bumps Page, puts one up and in. 31-26. All right, it's just Page puts it into Pepper. Pepper brings it down, kicks it over to Berkeley. Berkeley drives, puts a little floater up, gets fouled. Basket doesn't drop for her, but she'll be going to the line. So Berkeley Regals to the line for two. 7:17 left here in the third. Doesn't get the first one to drop. Oh, man. Berkeley with a second one. They need to change that. All right, Berkeley got the second one. Brings it down. Cameron with it. Cameron tries to put it in, but Page gets it back. Puts it up to Berkeley, gets it tipped away. Moses with it. Moses out to Wilson. Wilson with Pepper on her. Lucas. Oh, to Sammy's hard pass. Gets away from her a little bit, so Bear ball. 32-26, 6:48 left here in the third. Inbounds to Page. Page brings it across the timeline. Gives it to Pepper. Pepper drives, kicks it out to Berkeley. Berkeley looks at it, kicks it back to Pepper. Pepper drives, kicks it down to Lisi. Lisi gives it back to Pepper, over to Berkeley. They're down to 10. Long, yeah, that one just, I don't know if it got tipped or not, but Ashworth with it to Lucas. Lucas down to Lasamis, catches it, spins with it, kicks it over to Wilson. Wilson up and in. 32-28, within 4. Page with it to Pepper. Pepper tries to get it to Lisi. Lisi gets it, puts it down to Lisi again. Lisi with a little up, doesn't drop. I was going to say she was, So Lucas on the ground. I think she got hurt on that loose ball. Let's see what happens. Ashworth out there talking with her. Ugh. I hate it when anybody gets hurt. All right. So, I think she's getting up. Oh, she's hurting. I'm an old wimp, and I ended up smacking my elbow into a cupboard today, and I about cried. I can't imagine falling on the hardwood. That would not be fun. It was a white ball, and they're going to wipe that up. Pepper out there cleaning it up. Oh, we'll give the ball to Okanogan. All right, so inbounds to Moses, back to Wilson, over the top to Lasamis, trying to drive down through, over to Knapp. Knapp almost loses it. Lasamis drives out with it, trying to get around. Travels, but she gets it up and in. All right, so 2-point lead for Brewster now. Pepper with it, out to Page. Caitlin with it. Caitlin goes around everybody, doesn't drop, rebound Ashworth. There's been a number of times the balls have not dropped for Brewster, and that's what's led to Okanogan being able to make their shots and cut into the lead here with the opportunity here to tie it, potentially if she makes a 3, to tie it, to go take the lead here. Drives, and she traveled. So they're going to now give it to Brewster with 5:04 left here in the third. Brewster up 32-30. Into Page. Page comes down, kicks it over to Berkeley. Berkeley to Pepper. Pepper just drives through everybody, kicks it out to Berkeley. Berkeley for a 3, short, and that one ends up in Knapp's hands. Over to Lasamis. Lasamis driving down, looking to see if she can get around traffic. Not able to, but she puts up a little floater. And, nice move by Moses. Lasamis with a 3, doesn't drop. Caitlin Gibbons with it. Caitlin comes up the side, puts it to Lisi. Lisi fires, and they're going to say she walked with it when she backed up. So 4:25 left, 32-30. Sammy's is hurting a little bit here. We'll see what happens. All right, so Wilson with it, inbounds to Moses. Back to Wilson. Bears putting on a little bit of pressure. Lasammy's with it. Trying to get driving around. Pepper gets it away, gives it to Lisi. Lisi up and not in. And they're going to say Okanogan ball. So switching things up, putting Knapp into Moses, back to Knapp, over to Ashworth. It's Lasammy's. Lasammy's doesn't get it. Puts it up, but ties it. Now has the opportunity to go ahead. A frustration foul rather than blocking out. You guys have got to block out when they're bigger than you like that. You have to get your body into them and shove them back. Get down and push out. Okay, Ashworth with opportunity here to give Okanogan the lead with 3:54 left here in the third. Doesn't drop, rebound by Page. See if we can get one to go in this time. Page up and in. Page takes the lead back, 34-32. Almost loses it there. Ashworth with it. Knapp, the Sammys trying to drive around Caitlin. Doesn't get what she wanted, but Caitlin came down on her enough that Lasammy's will be going to the line to shoot 2 with 3:30 left here in the third. Sammy's gets the first one. And doesn't get the second one. Berkeley with the rebound. Driving down. Picks it up, gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin goes through everybody and up and in. All right, so Lasammy's with it. And Knapp, no drop, doesn't drop, gives it to Berkeley with the rebound all the way up to Lisi. Lisi up and in. So just like that, Bears have a 5-point lead. Trying to get it over the top there, which they do. Page comes down and knocks it away from Knapp. And Knapp must have touched it last, trying to regain control. Page with it. 38-33, 2:47 left here in the third. Page kicks it out to Pepper. Pepper drives around. Oh, tries to get it to Caitlin. Doesn't quite get her hands on it. So turnover, 2:35. Okanogan with the ball. Inbounds to Knapp. Back to Wilson, to Knapp. With Sammy with it. Back out to Wilson. Wilson to Lasammy. Lasammy. Oh, tries to pick and roll. Doesn't quite get it. So Bear ball with 2:14 left here in the third. All right, timeout. So 2:14 left in the third. The Bears with a 5-point lead, 38-33. This will be a good matchup as we get into regular season. But Okanogan has always been a good team, so good to see them being competitive. You know, obviously I want the Brewster team to make it to state, but I'd love for as many CWB teams to be there as well. And Okanogan has the possibility of doing that. So we'll see how they do here as we get towards the end of the third quarter, 2:14 left. Caitlin Gibbons inbounds to Paige Wolf. Paige brings her down, telling the squad what she wants to see. Kicks it out. Berkeley gets it. Berkeley walked with it. They had a nice play there. Just wasn't able to get the ball up fast enough with her feet moving. So Moses with it. Back to Wilson. Over to Knapp. Knapp back to Wilson. Ooh. Lasammy's with it, up and in. Good player, 38-35. Pepper with it, Page with it. Page fires a three, doesn't drop. Knapp with rebound to Lasammy's. Lasammy's driving with 1:37 left. Spins around everybody, doesn't drop. And they're going to say someone pushed her, so it's going to be Okanogan ball. Or excuse me, Brewster ball. So they're going to say someone shoved Page out of bounds. So, all right, so inbounds to Page. Ed is a very passionate person, as you could tell. All right, Page comes and brings her down. Looks at giving it to Berkeley, gives it to Berkeley. Berkeley drives, floats one. Leasy comes away with it, gives it to Page. Page gives it back to Berkeley. Berkeley drives around, kicks it out to Page. Page looks at the three, doesn't drop, ends up in Wilson's hands. Wilson to Lasamis. Lasamis coming down the side. Driving, picks her dribble up, looking to get some help, gets it out to Wilson. Wilson drives, puts it to Knapp, over to Ashworth. Ashworth trying to get around Page. Doesn't get there. Ball gets knocked away, but it's going to be Brewster ball with 41.9 seconds left. 41.9 seconds in the third quarter. All right. Pepper with it, brings it down across, and she just drives, tries to lay it up and in. Oh, what a save by Lasamis. Right into Okanogan hands, 28 seconds left. Pulls up, fires a three, doesn't drop. Caitlin Gibbons comes out of there with it. Caitlin drives up, looking to see what she can do. She just steps around, does a little floater, unfortunately doesn't drop, and they're going to say it's Okanogan ball, and they're going to call Caitlin for reaching. Needs to go around, lay it in from the right side, and that underhanded, left-handed side's great if you have to, but if you don't have to, go around to the right. That's her third foul. Caitlin's a good player. All right. Knapp inbounds to Wilson, to Moses. Dribbling down. Kicks it around to Ashworth. Ashworth kicks it out to Lasamis. Lasamis fires a three. Doesn't drop. Page ends up with it. 3-point lead for Brewster. Into three, and it's a 3-point game. The Bears have had significant leads, and Okanogan battles back every time and is making this a great game. So hopefully the Bears are able to get another win here tonight. This one is not a league game. This is a non-league game. I think they only count one game this year that'll be towards your league standing. So we'll run into each other up in Okanogan. That's the one that they're going to count towards the league standings. Obviously, from what I'm seeing here tonight, Okanogan will be in the league playoffs, and I think they'll be district playoffs. And if they do well, the few little things just like Brewster. Brewster, has a few things to work on as well, and hopefully they're able to get those straightened out as we head into league play. Obviously, I'm hoping to see the Bears do really well in league play and into league playoffs and then districts. Really want to see them make it all the way to state this year. And I think the Bears have the talent. I just think they need to work out a few kinks and get themselves set so that they can make that deep run this year. And I think Okanogan has a chance to be there as well. All right, so Bear ball to start the fourth, 38-35. Page with it. Gets it over to Pepper. Pepper looks at it, backs it out, deciding what she wants to see. Drives around, floats that little floater, and up and in it goes. 40-35, so like a 5-point lead. Bears putting pressure on, back to Ashworth. Ashworth fires it, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be Bear ball. A little bit of pressure can cause havoc, and it just did. All right, Page with the ball. 7:31 left in the game. Brings it down. Drives around, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know if she was trying to give to Pepper or what happened, but turnover. So loss of opportunity for the Bears. Up to Moses. Moses deciding what she wants to do here. Brings it down, and Berkeley gets it away. Oh, Ashworth frustrated. Has a foul called on her. It's only her second. She's got 13 points for Okanogan on the night. So second one, first one on the team in this quarter. Dad telling her about it. All right, Pepper with it. Kicks it out to Page. Page looks at it, kind of kicks it around, gives it back to Berkeley. Berkeley back to Paige. Paige kicks it over to Caitlin. Caitlin into Paige. Lisi up and in. So that'll be her 12th point tonight. Bears all over everybody. Lasami's with it. Lasami's trying to get through traffic. Gets it pushed away. Lisi with it. Dribbling with it. Kicks it back to Caitlin. Caitlin spins. Wow. Wow. Man. Gets the basket and goes to the line. And that's on Ashworth. That'll be her third. Picked up too quick here. 6:31 left in the game. Caitlin puts that one up, and it drops away. 45-35. All right, Lasami's wants to inbound it. Inbounds it to Knapp. Knapp back to Lasami's. Lasami's looking at the trap. Has Pepper and Paige on her. Wilson with it. Looking to see if she can get it up, and Ashworth's going to call a timeout because the 10 seconds were quickly expiring. The Bears were putting on a lot of pressure, and Okanogan wasn't moving the ball up. So they're awful close. Matter of fact, the time clock says they were over. So they were over the 10 seconds in the back court. So we'll see what the ruling is. Because technically it should be a Bear ball if it was over. But they're saying 21 seconds. They're saying they only expired 9 seconds instead of 11. So it will be Okanogan ball with 21 seconds on the shot clock. 45-35. Bears have extended their lead out again. Okanogan wanting to cut into that. They'll be doing it over here on the side, so don't have to go full court. Wilson inbounds to Moses. No pressure by the Bears. Wilson with it. Looking to see if they can. With Sammy's, they're going to call her. She shoved. Shoved to make space for herself, and that shove they're going to count as a personal control foul, I think is what they're calling it now. All right, so inbound to Pepper. Pepper brings it down across the timeline. Kicks it over to Caitlin. Caitlin looks at it, decides what she wants to do, drives around, kicks it over. Yep, they're going to say they got her on the arm, so Paige will be going to the line. I think that's on Lasami's. Who's it on? Yep, Lasami's. So that's her third as well. She's got 10 points, so second scoring leader for Okanogan. All right. Paige gets the first one up, in and out. 5:57 left here in the game. Gets the second one, extends the lead to 11. Bears going to continue to pressure. Inbounds to Moses, looks at Lasami, puts it to Wilson. Wilson looking to Lasami's in the middle, turning around, kicks it up to Ashworth. Ashworth puts it up, doesn't drop, ends up in the hands of Knapp. Lasami's with it now. Knapp with it, gets it tipped into Pepper comes out of the scrawl with it, dribbles down, drives and up and in. 9 points now for Pepper. Moses with it, kicks it over to Lasami's. Lasami's gets across the timeline. Lasami's brings it around, backs up, Pepper on her, Ashworth to Lasami's. Lasami's back for a three, just off. Lisi with it, kicks it to Paige. Paige brings it up across the timeline, kicks it down, kicks it out to Berkeley. Berkeley gives it back to Paige. They have 17 on the shot clock, 4:46 remaining. So let me try a three, doesn't drop. Knapp gets it, gives it to Ashworth. Lasami's with it. Feeds it into Ashworth, gets it knocked away. Wilson intercepts it. Pepper tries to get it back. Moses up and in. Not a throw you needed to make. You got to burn clock, so don't make throws like that when you don't have to. Just take your time. Bring it up across the timeline, burn the clock. You got 4:22 left here in the game, 48-37. They were up 48-35. That cost them 2 points, that throw right there. Just hold on to it, bring it across, take your time, make a good play. Burn some clock. Little things, but these are the little things that'll make a difference when you get to district and state. So hopefully they can clean a little bit of this up and make a deep run. I'd love to see them get a trophy this year. So, again this year. So, anyway. Okanogan has always been great families, great people. Played a lot of baseball and basketball and tournament teams with them. It's a good community, really support their student athletes like Brewster does. You can see that. They've had a number of athletes go on to play college ball. Townsend's come to mind. All right. Page inbounds to Pepper. 4:22 left in the game. Pepper brings it across the timeline. Kicks it back to Page. Page looks at it, dribbles, kicks it out to Caitlin. Caitlin says, I'll try a three. And it goes. 51-37. Bears still putting on pressure, and they're going to say Moses traveled. So turnover. Bears will have the ball underneath with a fresh shot clock. There's actually only 8 possessions if you burn all 30. Kicks it out to Leasy. Leasy dribbles it back, tries to force it. Okanogan takes it away. Sammy's with it. Sammy's trying to get around Pepper. All right, so Wilson goes up, doesn't drop. We'll see who they're going to call that one on. Oh, that's on Caitlin. No, Berkeley. Okay, so they called Berkeley. So Berkeley, it'll be her second. All right. So Wilson at the line. Doesn't get the first one to drop. 3:45 remain here in the game. Doesn't get the second one to drop. Leasy gets it, gives it out to Page. Page drives around, puts a little one in, and there we go. All right, so Coach Dan Vassar wants a timeout, so he's going to talk to his girls a little bit. 3:34 remain here in the game. Bears now up 53-37, 3:34. I had it in my head on my calendar. I had it on my calendar that both the boys and girls were playing in Yakima because that's what they did last year and the year before. So I expected the girls and boys teams to be in Yakima for that tournament, and that was right when we were having our first Christmas. And so I'm like going, I'm not going to make it down there to do it. And frankly, I'm going to need to do some advertising or raise some funds because I love them, but hotels and travel and food is expensive anymore. So we'll see. Anyway, that's beside the point. Wasn't able to make it down. And girls didn't end up going. And then right at the last minute, of course it happened to be the day we were doing Christmas, the girls played Pateras. I love the Pateras basketball team. And the girls team is awesome. I love to watch them and see them play. And so I didn't get down here to broadcast that game, and I felt bad because there's a lot of talent on the Pateras and Brewster teams I would have loved to chat with you about when they were doing that. But Brewster came away with the win. All right, back to the Okanogan game. Wilson with it. Getting some pressure on, and they get the ball away. Paige Wolf with it. Brings it across the timeline. Gets it over to Berkeley Regals. Berkeley looking to see what she wants to do. She's got 20 seconds on the shot clock. Gets it over to Paige. 16 left. Whoops. Kind of gets it down on her feet a little bit. Trying to get it back. Lasammy's with it. Lasammy's driving. Bears coming out, putting all kinds of pressure on her. Gets it tipped, and away Bears come with it. Gibbons with it. Caitlin. Oh, Berkeley now. Berkeley looking at it. They've got 15 on the shot clock. Pepper thought Lisi was coming across for it, and Lisi didn't continue forward. She stopped and backed up rather than go forward. So turnover. 2:40 left in the game, 53-37. Continuing to pressure. Wilson with it. Puts it up to Ashworth. Ashworth to Moses. Moses looking. LaSammy's. She's got all kinds of people all over her. Ashworth gets the rebound and gets the bucket. 53-39. Page with it, 2:17 left. 30 seconds on the shot clock, of course. Only 4 possessions left. Berkeley Regals with it. Kicks it back over to Page, who LaSammy's with it. Ashworth making a move, doesn't drop. Caitlin Gibbons with it. Caitlin puts it up to Lisi. Lisi up and in. All right, so LaSammy's. Moses, tries to get it to Ashworth, but overthrows her. So it'll be bare ball with 1:42 left. And, well, a little over 3 possessions. And if they burn in the 30-second clock here, then it'll be down to just 2 possessions. All right, puts it in. And Bears, nice give and go. And Page gets the basket. Ashworth with it. Over to LaSammy's. Pepper doing all kinds of pressure on LaSammy's. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Puts it into Ashworth. Ashworth looking, and they're going to say 3 in the key. So it'll be a bare ball, 1:06 left in the game. Bears up 57-39. Man, they were down to like a 2-point game. 2-point game. And the Bears have just really widened it out here in the 4th. Pepper with it. Brings it down, kicks it over to Berkeley. Berkeley kicks it down to Caitlin. Caitlin goes, drops it, 59-39. 20-point game. That's 13 points for Caitlin. 13 for her, 15 for Paige, 14 for Lisi, 9 for Pepper, 8 for Berkeley. And she gets fouled, so she'll be going to the line. So Berkeley goes to the line with 49.6 remaining. See if she can get herself to double digits, which she's a good free throw shooter, so Berkeley might just do that. Gets that one. This was a really good game. I mean, the score doesn't reflect it, but this was a good game. Okanogan played very well through the first 3. The 4th quarter here, the Bears have just extended that lead. Oh, Berkeley almost has it, doesn't quite get it. LaSammy's comes away with the rebound. Drives down, Moses with it, and doesn't drop. Wilson out to LaSammy's. LaSammy's driving around, saying she walked, trying everything she can to get through the traffic and get that thing up and in. 32.8, so 1 possession if they take the time. So she is taking her time coming across the timeline. Taking it easy here. Gives it to Pepper. Pepper just dribbles it. 20 seconds remain, 16 on the shot clock. Berkeley with it. Heaves it over to Paige. Paige over to Caitlin. Caitlin to Pepper. 8 seconds, 5 on the shot clock. Pepper looks at it, kicks it out to Berkeley. Berkeley, deep 3. Doesn't drop. Doesn't matter, and that's game. So final score, 60-31. Bears come away with the victory here tonight at Champions Gym. Okanogan played a heck of a game. They really did. It was a good game. The first 3 quarters were right there. They kept battling back. Every time the Bears would extend a lead on them, the Okanogan team would just go, okay, we're doing this, and would bring it back. And like I said, they were within 2. So, I was going, woo, And then the Bears in the fourth quarter just said, no, we're gonna pull away here, and they did. And so end up with a 21-point victory over Okanogan in this non-league matchup. But we'll see what happens here for the boys' squads. Looking at the boys' team, and there's a lot of returning players. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my gosh! Yeah, they got 9 seniors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9 seniors and 1 sophomore. Woo! Okanogan. Wow, it's going to be the Bear boys are going to have their hands full. Lyles, Allen, Carlton, Meyer, Brown, Evans, Friel, Bosel, Brumbach, and Gillespie. So Bears are gonna have a challenge here tonight. We'll see how they do. Ladies, like I said, I was very impressed. The ladies did a great job. Both teams did. The Okanogan girls did really well. Just that fourth quarter slipped away from them, and the Bears walk away with a 21-point victory, 60-39. It'll be interesting to see when we meet them up in their gym how that goes for them. So I'm sure it'll be another good game. But I have high expectations for the girls. I think they're going to do really well this year. The boys are getting better. The one quote unquote bummer that I'm seeing is one of our players is on crutches, and I had Israel Hurtado, 6'4" freshman for Brewster. Israel played some good minutes early in the season as I was watching him, and I was looking forward to seeing how he did throughout as he got a little more time on the court. And unfortunately, he got injured, so he's off. Of course, as he gets injured and has to step away, we get Carden Gebers eligible to play. So Carden is playing, and Carden is a really good ball player. I wish he'd played last year. I wish him and Grant had both decided to play last year. I think it would have been a little different outcome for him. But it didn't happen, and that's just the way it was. So we'll see how the boys do here tonight. I did hear they did really well down in Yakima, and so that's exciting because they were playing some good competition down there, some tough teams, and they scored the highest or the most amount of points that they have done all season. Played really well. Didn't get the wins, but I heard good things. So we'll see how they do here tonight. And, it's going to be fun to watch them mature. Again, it's kind of the tale of two sides of the coin here. We've got the Okanogan boys with 9 seniors and 1 sophomore. And on the flip side, we got 2 seniors. 2 seniors, 6 juniors, and 5 freshmen. And frankly, he's the first game of the season, Michael started 5 freshmen. So I know he's planning on – the freshmen are very talented team, talented players. It's just they're young. They haven't had this experience. And it is, even broadcasting, when you watch JV to varsity, let alone coming from 8th grade and then into varsity basketball, the speed at which the game is played and the way it works is just totally different. So it takes a while, and it's obviously a different caliber. So we'll see how the Bears do here tonight against a much more experienced Okanogan team. And they've got some real talent. So we'll see what happens. They did lose some good players last year. Okanogan lost some good players last year. Of course, Brewster did too, but Okanogan lost a few, but they retain much of their core. So we'll see how tonight's game goes here for the boys. But and again, I'm just excited to see how the boys are going to do. Like I said, I expect the girls to be in Spokane, and I think the boys have a possibility to be there if things really click and take off for them with Carden there, and things kind of getting rolling for him. Because Carden is a really good basketball player and a good young man, just like all of them. But Carden's great, and you've got Preston and Jacob, 2 really good players, and then you got Sam Arevalo And then you got the freshmen really coming in and stepping in with Jordan Medina and Lando Gebers and Isaac Sacedo, so, and even Max Pachowski, Jacob's younger brother. Again, Chris Talavera can contribute some good minutes, Anthony Sanchez. So, and Bronson Becker, they've got some real talent, and let's see what happens here. It'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen them since they went down and played in Yakima, and like I said, I heard good things. So we'll see how they do. But, last year I was down broadcasting the district games in Moses Lake, and I had forgot to bring my seat because they have wooden bleachers, and I'm old and overweight, and my rear does not like the wooden bleachers. And had some Okanogan parents that loaned me one of their chairs, and it took me a while to get it back to them, but I really appreciated them doing that. It really helped out. So, D-Bach. And anyway, so see how tonight goes. But yeah, I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I really do. I hope all of you were surrounded by friends and family and those you love the most and just had a wonderful Christmas. And I hope you had a great time celebrating New Year's and, have a lot of really good memories from 2025 and looking forward to 2026. I think it's going to be, I'm looking forward to this year. I'm really excited to see how things go for my kids. It'll be Grant and Allie's second year, first time as parents and the birth of their first child. And, Sophie's got a big wedding planned, and Isaac is in Colorado and enjoying that, and living their best lives, and Whitney and Tony with their third, and just getting everything kind of feet really under them. So it's fun to watch as a parent, and it's great to have them here tonight, or here this weekend. And when they were for Christmas, we really did have a good time. I love my kids and my family, and all of them are just amazing. Of course, that's my opinion, but I have other people tell me they think they're amazing too, so I'm going with it. But we'll see. Hopefully you all had a great opportunity to spend some time with family and friends. But looking at Braden Meyer from Okanogan, lots of great memories with him and his parents and sister, and we played so much baseball and some basketball together, and with Grant, and we had so much fun. And they're great people, and good to see him. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. I'm kind of curious where he's going to end up going to school, or what his plans are after he graduates. So that'll be kind of fun to see. But it's neat to see these young men step out on their own and really take the next steps in their lives, and that's exciting. So, oh man. Of course, Grant, I was teasing him. I said, dude, you checked off so many adult things off the adult checklist. You got a job in the field, the electrical field, like you wanted, and you moved from home. You moved to Moses Lake, and you bought a house, and you got married, having your first kid. I said, now you got to look forward to is, your journeyman license for grandkids and retirement. I said, you don't have much left to, get on your checklist here, bud. So it was exciting to see him do all those things. What a year. So, but no, looking forward to the new additions to the family this coming year, and see how that goes. We ended up adopting some kittens from the Wenatchee Humane Society, and they're kind of almost to their teenage years, and they're little terrorists, I tell you what. But we've never really had indoor cats because I've got an allergy, and so this is new, and they have destroyed some furniture already. So I don't know. Thank goodness for those litter robot things. If I had to do the litter box, we would have probably rehomed them, for crying out loud. Man, do they dirty up a litter box quick. There's 3 of them, of course. So, but that litter robot thing, we got one off Amazon. The official litter robot one's like $600 or $800. It's like, whoa, good reviews, good product from what I understand. But we found one for $200 off Amazon, and it's worked really well for us with the 3 kittens. But like I said, the goal here is we had 2 cats we absolutely loved who ended up passing away on us after 8 years. And so they were our mousers and really helped with our the mice issue around our house with the garage and property. And so we replaced them with these 3. And so far, since we did it in the wintertime, because, they had the adopt a cat, which, oh man, they're free when normally they cost you some money because you got to pay the adoption fee, which covers the spay or neutering. And so with the free event where everything was covered for you, I thought, oh, okay. But now I'm kind of second guessing that was the best idea because it's going to be a while before we're able to get them outside. But hopefully they're as good at mousers as our other 2 were. So not that we're not going to allow them in the house. Even the other ones, even though they are our mousers, we bring them in the house once in a while. But they really liked outside. And I'm hoping these guys decide they really like outside too. But, yeah, we got that. And battling with keeping the water for the chickens and the ducks. Tried a couple different options and got one where I just went and bought a huge heated dog watering bowl, and that seems to be working. I just got to make sure I throw water in it every day. But, oh my goodness. I saw a post when we'd been up to North 40, because, you got to shop at North 40 for Christmas. I walked in, and they had these little stuffed Highland cows, and they're super cute. But I said, if my wife sees that, she's going to want 3 of them. And we do not want that. So I thought about getting her one of those stuffed animals for Christmas, but I'm going, nope, that's the gateway animal. You buy that is the gateway animal, and she's going to want real ones. So we did not do that this year. But I saw someone post they had gotten a couple of those for Christmas, and I said, oh, you were so asking for it. But anyway, we are super excited to be here tonight and broadcasting this for you, and just chatting with you and sharing. I know I don't have all the stats. I've been pondering lots of things as far as, is there, I'd love to get some students involved. I'd love to have some students helping or, doing more of this where I could do some of the technical side and they could do the broadcast side. I will say this, the one thing with the students is they know the players a little bit better. My concern would be making sure you got the right ones that, weren't totally biased and would point out the positives of the other team, because every team is made up of some really good student athletes. Just like I know Braden Meyer really well, and I really appreciate him and his family. And I know every team is like that. It's just the way it is. And, I don't want anybody feeling like we don't appreciate all the time and effort every student athlete puts into this game, and what the parents and the communities do to help them. Because you can be, to be good, you have to spend lots of time in the gym, and you need to go to some tournaments. There's lots of things you got to do beyond just going to practice for a few weeks and calling it good if you want to really be competitive. So I know there's a lot of effort put in by all teams to really succeed and do well. So that's, one of my thoughts. But hopefully I can get some more students involved and maybe keep up a little better with some of the stats and some of the different things. So we'll see. I got some people I might bug to come along and help out. I know other options might give you a little more of the stats rather than the jibber jabber I share about my family and the communities and different things I hear. But anyway, hopefully you enjoy it, and I appreciate everybody taking the time. And again, I want to give a shout out here to everybody. I mean, we've got a janitor there that his job is to make sure this floor and this facility is nice and clean for these games, and I think he does an outstanding job. Great guy, a neighbor of mine actually. And we got all of the officials that are willing to come out on the floor here and referee these games for us. Appreciate them. And then you got all these people down here too. You got to have the scorekeeper and the shot clock manager and the clock operator and the team scorekeepers and everybody else, as well as the the officials. So really appreciate them and everybody involved to make this game, work. Someone was pointing out the administration and the people at the door that are taking the tickets. I mean, it takes everybody, and I really appreciate everybody willing to do that and make this possible. I love coming here and supporting the student athletes and all their efforts. I honestly thought this year was going to give me, I had this illusion that, not having kids at home was going to give me all kinds of time. Now, during the fall, once Isaac moved, I was bored out of my mind a number of times because Linda also works at night. So she disappears about 6:40, and I am a ER nurse widow because she disappears at 6:45, and then she doesn't get home till 7:30 in the morning, and I'm getting ready for work, and usually I'm taking off to work. So I miss getting to really spend much time with her during the week when she's working. And then, of course, she's sleeping during the day, so I got to be careful and not bug her at lunch. And she's normally up by dinner, so we have a few hours at night right before she goes to work and I get home from work. We got an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes where we get to eat and chat. And, I really miss getting to bug her more, but I really miss the kids. I really miss the kids, too. It's just totally different. Talking with some people, they were telling me, oh, yeah, it takes about a year. And I'm like going, ugh. But even then, I don't know. There's part of me that's like going, I don't know. My makeup has always been enjoying the kids so much and so involved in everything they did that I don't know if I'll be better in a year or not. I just know I was going nuts. But it's been ironic because I thought, I'm going to have all kinds of time. And then that was not the case. I mean, I was bored for a while, but now with the holidays and with everything that I got going, even with this, takes up more time than I expected. So we'll see. But anyway, hoping that we get an opportunity to get some stats put together for you. I saw a post someone had where there was a county that was publishing the stats of some of their players, basketball players, and it was I was kind of curious if we get those off Max Prep Sports or Max Preps and kind of show what's in this issue. So Carden coming out. Cousin Lando came out right before him. We've got Isaac and Jordan Medina and Isaac Saucedo. Lando Gevers, Carden Gevers, and here's, hey, this is actually Grant's brother-in-law. Wow, that's so weird. I've said that, I know. I just still get a kick out of it. Every time I think about it and it clicks, I'm like going, Jacob is Grant's brother-in-law. Wow. So he's got his brother-in-law out on the court here tonight. So actually, Grant's probably here someplace. Him and Allie were going to come down to the game to watch the brother-in-laws play. They never come set by me. I think they are afraid I'm going to put them on the mic, which I probably would, actually, so that's probably valid. But I know they're around here someplace. They said they were coming to the game. So anyway. All right. They didn't send the height of their players, but Okanogan girls and boys have a height advantage over the Bears, though Carden controlled the tip. Oh, my goodness. I need to get this reset. Sorry, folks. Turn this off. And there's even there is a difference between boys and girls games. And Okanogan takes the lead. And let me get that turned on. Yeah, Brumback with the basket there. Jordy with it. Out to Lando. Lando puts it to Carden. Carden says, let me try a three. Doesn't draw. I'm not sure. Oh, they're going to say it's Brewster ball. So Isaac got it off of one of the Okanogan players to go out of bounds. So it'll be Bear ball. 7:16 left here in the first. Inbounds to Jordy. Jordy with Brown on him. Kicks it out. Oh, Isaac with a three. Doesn't drop. Goes off the rim out of bounds. So, oh, no. Lando saved it. Tried to get it, but not able to get it. Brown with it. Meyer. Over to... That is Brumback. Okay, so Meyer. Oop, I'm not sure. All right, so tried a little pass underneath, didn't quite go. 6:38, Okanogan up 0-2. Lando with it. Lando driving, kicking it back to Carden. Carden kicks it down, tries the three again into Meyer's hands. Kicks it up to Brown. Brown up and in. So with that, Taylor wants a timeout to talk with his players. 6:23, 0-4. Brewster Band, absolutely love them. Appreciate what they do for all the communities. I love the fact they play for our teams, but in playoff time, they will play for other teams that their bands didn't come. So I love that. And it's a good band too. They do a good job. So. All right. Carden with the ball, inbounds to his cousin Lando. Lando brings it down across the timeline. Kicks it back to Carden. Carden over to Isaac. Lando gets tipped away. Carden didn't go after it too much. All right. Hits a three. So Jordan Medina hits the three. Bears putting on some pressure. All right, so something, I don't know what happened. All right, so still Okanogan ball, 3-4, 5:50 left here in the first. Okay, Meyer with it, gets around Lando. Brings it across timeline. Gets it tipped, picks his dribble back up, kicks it over to Brown. Brown dribbles around, Brumbach with it. Jacob on him. They're going to call Jacob for blocking. So they'll have an inbound play underneath. First foul called in the game. Myers to inbound, puts it into Carlton. Into Evans. Evans for a three, doesn't drop. Meyer with the rebound. Gets his own rebound after he put a shot up. Kicks it out to Brown. Jordy with the steal. Kicks it back. And they sink another. Lando with the three. 6-4 now. Meyer with it. Kicks it back. Carlton with it. Gets, say he stepped on the line. So, all right, Lando with it. Kicks it back to Carden. Carden gives it to Lando. Lando to Jacob. Jacob puts one up and in. So Jacob gets it and gets to go to the line. Let's see who they're going to call it on. So Brumbach with his first foul. 8-4. Jacob with a chance to extend the lead. And doesn't drop, but Carden with the rebound and the putback. 10-4. Brown with it. Into Meyer. Meyer around Lando there. Into Brumbach, Carlton with it. Carlton to Brown. Brown for a three. Doesn't drop. Brumbach to Meyer. Meyer, Brumbach gets it tipped. Jordan ends up with it. Jordy. He drives down, gives it out to Lando, to Jacob. Jacob looks at a three, Carden with it. Over to Lando. Lando to Jordy. Jordy puts it back to Carden. Down to 7. Gonna call him for that, so he'll go, Carden goes to the line to shoot 2. 3:47 left here in the first. So Carden can get these. Gets that one. Brewster bringing in Sam Arevalo and Preston. Carden gets the second one as well. 12-4, Okanogan wants a timeout after jumping out to an early 0-4 lead. Since then, Brewster's gone on a 12-point run. He did sink that one, right? I'm sure it went in. Should be 12-4, not 11-4. Scoreboard's showing 11-4, but I'm pretty sure it's 12-4. .347 remain here in the first. Going to have a lot of fun tomorrow and Sunday, and then with Isaac and the rest of the family. And then we take Isaac back to Spokane to fly back to Colorado. So glad that he made the time and the opportunity to come up here and celebrate with us. All right. Brumbach with the ball. Inbounds to Meyer. Back to Brumbach. Carlton with it. Meyer. Carlton up and in. Lando with it. Jordy with it. Lando. Carden. Nope. Into Brumbach's hands. Meyer with it. Brumbach driving. Shoots it out to Evans. Evans for a 3. Comes up short on the ground. Carlton with it. Sam Arevalo anticipated that one. And up and in. All right, Meyer with it. 2:52 left here in the first. Meyer kicks it out to Evans. Back to Meyer. Gonna say pushed, so Sam will get a foul. Be the second team foul. First one on Sam. Coach Taylor giving him some pointers. Brumbach coming out and Brown going back in. Inbounds to Evans. Meyer with it. Brown. Meyer. Carlton. Brown comes in for the rebound and putback. Lando with it. Kicks it around to everybody. Back to Carden. And they're going to call, they're going to say walk. All right. Meyer with it. 14-8, 2:09 left here in the first. Into Brown. Brown goes around, doesn't drop. Carden gets it. Lando with it. Back to Carden. Up and in. 16-8, 1:47. And they get it down to Evans. to Carleton. And they're going to say so Preston Thompson gets his first. Be the third team foul. Carleton to the line to shoot 2. Gets the first one. Jacob going in for Lando. Gillespie and gets the second one. Into Sam. Driving down. Gets it back to Cardin. Up and in. 18-10, 1:26 in the first. So Brumbach, no, that's Myers, doesn't drop. They're going to call a foul on that. Brown will get the foul. Yep, so Brown with his first. Sam with it. Almost gets it stolen away. Gets it out to Cardin. Cardin with it. Preston, deep 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound with Meyer. Okanogan wants a timeout. 48.6, 18-10. All right, Brown will inbound. Puts it into Meyer. Drives down. Kicks it down, doesn't drop. Gets it taken out of their hands. Okanogan gets it back, kicks it out to Brown. Brown fires, gets it. .23 seconds left. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds left here in the first. 18-13. Jacob Pachowski with it. Cardin with it. Counting it. So they're going to count it, and they're going to let him shoot one. So that will be on Bosel. And Cardin will have a chance here. 9.9, and he gets that one as well. 21-18. No, excuse me, 21-13. Lando's going in for Lando's going in for his cousin. Cardin coming out for the last 9 seconds. Meyer with it. Kicks it down to Brown. Brown goes up and around. And that is the end of one. At the end of one, 21-15. 21-15. And all right, so after being down 0-4, the Bears went on a 12-point run, had a 12-4 lead. And Okanogan's battled back to within 6, 21-15 at the end of one. Okanogan definitely has a height and experience advantage. But the Bears did well in their games down in Yakima. Love the band. so Okanogan ball to start the second. 8 minutes until half. Meyer with it. Puts it to Brumbach. Brown for a three. That one does not drop. Sam with it. Sam, a little pull-up shot. Gets that one, 23-15, 7:39 left in the game in this first half. Brown with it. Meyer walked with it. Oh, they set Carlton for a while. Now they brought him back in. All right, Sam with it. Sam gets it taken away. Brown drives down, lays it up and in. So far, he has 11 of their 17 points. Lando gives it to Jacob. Jacob floats one up and in. 25-17. Brown with it. Meyer. Brown. Doesn't drop. Bozel back to Brown. Count the basket. Okay, so that's going to be on Jacob. That'll be his second one. So they're bringing him out. So Brown, see if he can get another point here. Bring him within 5. He does. So Whedon has 13 of their points, 14 of their points. 14 of their 20 are Brown. Sam with it. Sam just drives around, floats one, doesn't drop. Brown with the rebound. Brumbach doesn't drop. Preston with the rebound. Gives it to Sam. Ooh. Gets it tipped from Carden, gets it back. Good job, Carden. Over to Jordy. Sam for the three. 28-20, 6 minutes left here in the first half. Brumbach with it. Meyer. Brown. Carden with it. Gives it to Lando. Carden. Carden fires a three. Wow. 31-20, 5:30 left in the half, first half. Brown, Brumbach. It's a tipped. Carden with it. Lando with it. And that would have really put the nail in the coffin. Anyway, 31-20. Missed that three. And let's see, Brown gets to. Brown has 16 of their points. Brown gets that one. So 17 of their 23 points. Sam with it. Carden. Oh, Lando right through his hands. 4:51 left here in the first, 31-23. Brumbach getting around Preston. And Gillespie. Sam. Carden with it. Saying he traveled. Right, 31-25, 4:26 left in the half, first half. Meyer with it. Brown. Meyer. Pardon. Nice rebound. Bronson with it. No, that's Jacob with the three. Doesn't drop into Rumbach's hands. He puts it up to Meyer. Meyer drives and loses the handle, gives it back to Brumbach. Little move, doesn't drop. Gets the rebound, kicks it out to Brown. Brown drives around. Kicks it out to Evans. Evans looking to where to go with it. Becker with it. Nice steal by Becker. Nice stop. And he's going to go to the line and shoot two. So nice play by Becker to get that away, go down, and don't try and make it. He stopped, let the guy kind of go over him, went up to shoot it, but he did get fouled. So he'll go to the line to shoot two. Doesn't get the first one. 3:16 left here in the first half. Doesn't get that one to drop. Carlton with the rebound. Brumbach. Nice steal by Becker. Jordy doesn't drop, nobody there to rebound. Carlton with the rebound, gives it out to Brown. Brumbach with it. Doesn't drop. Brown with the rebound. Doesn't drop. Carlton, Meyer, Brown. Evans for a three. Nice block out by Jacob. Lando with it. Gets, I don't know, Bronson tried to drive it in underneath and didn't happen. So they're going to get somebody for that. So Jacob, they said pushed, so that'll be his third foul. So timeout. 2:26, 31-25. All right, so Okanogan ball. Putting a little pressure on to start. Again, 2:26 left here in the first half. Meyer with the ball. And they're going to say it's Okanogan ball. Carden thinks Okanogan touched it last. Into Brown. Lando with it. Carden. Jordy for a three. All right. Brown with it. Meyer Lando with it. Jordy. Oh, he almost, Preston saw that one, came zooming across, got his hands on it, but unfortunately he was going out of bounds before he was able to toss it. Brumbach to inbound. Bounce to Meyer. Brumbach, Brown from the corner. We can't leave him open, boys. We know who's their leading scorer. 33-28, 127. He's got 20 points on the night so far. He's going to shoot 2. So that's Carlton. That'll be the second one on Carlton. Carden gets to shoot 2. Gets that one. 34-28, 122 left here in the first half. That one doesn't drop. Brown with the rebound. He's bringing it down too. Kicks it out to Brumbach. Brumbach puts it to Evans. Evans for a little shot. Doesn't drop. Carlton with it. All right, 102 left. Lando, 34-30. Carden with it. Jordy. Preston. Jordy with it. Gevers up and in. All right, so can't touch the ball, I guess. So first warning. All right, so Carlton to inbound. 40.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. Meyer with it. Puts it underneath the Brumbach up and in. Becker with it. Bronson kicks it over to Jordy, or excuse me. Well, anyway, Okanogan, gets it back. Gives it to Lando, across the timeline. Pulls up, shot, nobody to rebound, 4 seconds. Brumbach with it, fires one, just misses. Sorry, I didn't follow that. Woo! 36-32, 36-32 here at half. 20 points, leading all scorers. Waden Brown, 17 for Carden Gevers. Know what the coaches are going to be talking about. How do you contain Carden? How do you contain Brown? So we will see who comes out victorious. Good game, good game. Girls' game was really good for the first 3 quarters, and then the Bears pulled away in the fourth. Okanogan battled back every single time before that. So the Bears started this one down. The boys were down 0-4, and they came back, and it went on a 12-point run where they ended up ahead 12-4. Okanogan then battled back, and but the Bears have maintained the lead. They have extended it out to, I think, 10 maybe, and Okanogan's cut into it. Again, Brown with 20 of the 32 points for Okanogan, 6 from Carlton, and 4 from Brumbach. So that's 30 of them. Bears, 17 from Carden, 3 from Lando, and 5 from Jordy. So that's 25. They've had some other people scoring, a little more spread out. So, oh, that's what it is. So we got Okanogan and Brewster bands together. I was wondering for a little bit there they were a little off, but now they're doing really well. So appreciate that. All right, so half-court fundraiser. For $1, you have the half-court heave, and if you make it, there's a $100 gift card, and I think it adds up. I think if you sink it, you have multiple opportunities. So Oh, we got 3 of the Brewster basketball team out there to try and make these here. So one of them sinks it. I think they get, because I don't think anybody's made it in some of the other games. I think you get the whole kitty. So I think there's $200 gift cards up for grabs. Ooh, I guess I should follow that. That one was actually pretty darn close. So let's see if Pepper can nail it. Pepper's coming up. Fires. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, and we got Hialeah. So Hialeah Aparicio. Oh, lone senior on the girls team. Okay, round 2. See Paige. Paige came pretty close that first time. Ooh, she's nailing the rim. Pepper's going to give it another go. She came close the first time, too. Oh. Ah. Didn't quite get it. I saw. Oh. All right. Well, nobody still gets it, so we'll see. I saw Coach Tim Taylor shoot those underhand from half court. Made like 3 of them in a row. So maybe someone will try the underhand method one of these times, see if they can get him. We got 6:27 left here in halftime before we get back underway. Bears lead the Bulldogs 36-32. What's been a really good game. The Okanogan team came out and took an early 0-4 lead, so you're like, oh boy. And then the Bears answered, going on a 12-point run, taking a 12-4 lead before Okanogan started cutting into it. I think the most the Bears had was about a 10-point lead, but Okanogan has battled back each time and have cut it down to a 4-point lead here at half, and being led by Waden Brown, sophomore, only sophomore on the team. Everybody else is a senior, but he has 20 points on the evening in the first half. Carden Gebers, who is playing for the Bears this season, 17. So great job, and great for him to be doing so well. I was a little late to the girls' game because I got my family over. Isaac flew in from Colorado. His roommate was up here in Brewster for the official Christmas, so we missed him for our first Christmas that we celebrated with 2 of our kids and their families. And they're back again for the second Christmas. We got to do the stockings, which is one of their favorites, and did that and a few little presents, and it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy having. Actually, I miss having kids in the house, and I'm still trying to adjust. Maybe I'll get there. But anyway, I was doing Christmas and then ran down here to get the girls' game. Missed part of the girls' game, but boy, that was a good game too. Both Okanogan teams have quite a bit of a height advantage over the Brewster teams, but in the girls' game, it was close. And the girls would pull up by about 10, and then Okanogan would battle it back and come real close, and then Brewster extend the lead, and then Okanogan would battle back. I think it was only like a 2-point lead at the end of 3 or something. It was pretty close to the end of 3. In the fourth, the Brewster girls really extended their lead and held Okanogan in check for the most part, and ended up with a 21-point victory, which doesn't – I mean, if you just saw the final score, you'd go, but that's not the case. That was really a good game. It was just that fourth quarter where the Brewster team did really well and got that victory. But it'll be interesting to see how they progress through the season and when they face each other come league time. That was a non-conference game, so conference game will be played up in Okanogan. We'll see how that goes. We've got the game here tonight, and then the teams travel to Cle Elum tomorrow. And I was going, if Isaac wasn't here, I would probably go. But with Isaac home from Colorado, I'm probably not going to make that one. So you catch it on the NFHS. I heard the boys did really well down in Yakima. So that's awesome for them. And it's good to see them starting to meld and come together better, and Carden being eligible. And the one thing that's hurting them a little bit, I think, is freshman Hurtado got hurt, and he's on crutches. And I think he would have helped the team a little bit. But regardless, Okanogan boys, good team. Lots of talent, lots of returning seniors. Like I said, there's only Waden's the sole sophomore. Everybody else is a senior, and they're a good team. So this is good for the Bears to be doing this well and having the lead here at half. So let's see how it goes in the third and fourth quarters. And hopefully the Bears get another victory here tonight. But then Cleellum tomorrow, both teams down in Cleellum. I missed the girls playing Pateros. I thought they were down in Yakima too. The last couple years, both the girls and boys have been in Yakima. And this year, the girls ended up playing Pateros here, and I missed it because we were having our first Christmas. And so I didn't get a broadcast that one. I would have loved to. There's lots of Pateros players. I really enjoy watching play and watched them at state. And they're a really good team. They're a fun team to watch and a lot of talent. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they do this season. I think them and Waterville Mansfield, I think are going to do real well. Girls side, we'll see how it all goes. LR has some young talent, and see how they do. Okanogan did well. And it's going to be an interesting season. And again, our boys just get better and better. But I think the boys are definitely, part of it is I don't know the teams as well. So, last year I knew pretty much a lot of the players on all the teams from my time with Grant. And this year, I know Meyer, and he's a top-notch athlete. And a couple other players on the Okanogan team, but I don't know the other teams as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how all the teams do this year and where they end up flushing out and how they do in districts. And hopefully we have some good representation at state on both the boys and girls side once we get through the District 5 playoffs and into the state brackets. I'd love to see lots of CWB teams represented there this year. So, I see the Isaacs are here out of Amira Cooley Heartline. Wonderful people. Love to see him. She's a great photographer, and they come and watch and support. Love that. Community, community, community. Oh, I should change that to third. This program I use, I gotta remember. I keep forgetting because I get done and I put stuff away and get busy with something else. I need to remember to tell these guys to get this easier to change the inning or quarter rather than have to go through about 3 hoops to get to it. But anyway, good program though. I need to start doing some player interviews and get those posted up for you guys so you can hear directly from some of these wonderful students and student athletes. All right, I'm getting ready for the second half. Let's see how it goes. So, Bear ball to start the second half. Looks like Jacob will be inbounding to Lando. Brings it down. They obviously had a play they had in mind. Goes off Isaac and out of bounds, so turnover. Meyer with the ball. Brings it down. Cuts through traffic, puts it over. Carlton up and in. 36-34. Lando with it. Kicks it out. Oh, tries to throw it, doesn't get it. Carden picks it up, puts it in. 38-34. Meyer with it. Kicks it over to Brown, back to Meyer. Carlton. Meyer, but goes out of bounds. Bear ball. Into Lando. Throws it into Brumbach. Evans with it. It's tipped away. Great job. Isaac with it. Okanogan ends up with it. Up and in. 38-36. Lando with it. Off his foot. Carden with it. Going to say it's bare ball. We'll get it in underneath. We're changing things up. You better get that thing in. He does, but Jacob doesn't get that one to drop. Brown with it. Sends it all the way down into Isaac's hands. Over to Lando. Lando doesn't get his feet underneath him. It'll be Meyer with the ball for Okanogan. 38-34, 6:13 left here in the third. Meyer for a three. Doesn't drop. Brown with the rebound. That one, Evans hits the three, takes the lead. 38-39, 5:57 left here in the third. Carden. Wade and Brown with the, and up and in with Meyer. Gets it poked away. Jacob up and in. 40-41. Meyer with it. Carlton. Carden with it. I was going to say it's Okanogan's ball. All right. 40-41. 5:02 left. Okanogan. Hits that one. Jordy. Uh-oh. He got hurt. Hey, 40-43, 4:57 left here in the third. All right, Sam with it. Over to Bronson. Carden. Tries to force it in underneath. Brumbach with it to Brown. Meyer. Brown. And they're going to call a foul on, not sure who. Okay, so that'll be on Preston. Be his third. First foul of the quarter. Okanogan for the inbound with 4:38 left here in the third, 40-43. Evans, 3-point, lined up. Going to be Okanogan, or Brewster ball. Sam with it. Over to Bronson. Bronson down to Carden. Carden fires a three and sinks it. Ties it up, 43-43. Brumbach with it. Yep, player control foul. So that'll be 2 on Brumbach, I believe. Yeah. Nick works with us in the IT department, so manages the team, does a good job. All right, tied with 4:09 left here in the third. Carden inbounds. Sam. Over to Jordy. Into Preston. Over to Bronson. Bronson to Jordy. Jordy for a three. Does not drop. Meyer gets it off the rim. Rebound. Waden Brown. His 22nd point. 43-45. Oh, gets it stuffed. Oh, Bronson almost had it. Backs it out. Carlton with it, and he's to say he traveled. Isaac's going to come in. (43-45), 3:19 left in the third. Sam with it. Isaac with it. Preston down at his feet, unfortunately. Carlton with it. Meyer. Brown. Meyer. Coach wants a timeout. So Okanogan takes the timeout. (43-45), 2:40 left in the third. Yeah, I was really bummed I missed the Pateros Brewster girls game. That I'm sure was a good game. I know Brewster ended up with a victory, but I expect both those teams to do well this season. And the Bear boys doing well in Yakima. That's awesome. So tomorrow, both teams will be down in Cleellum. You can catch that, I believe, on the NFHS network. I'm going to be spending some more time with Isaac since it's up from Colorado. Okanogan inbound on the sideline. Run back to Meyer. Meyer moving it around into Carlton. 43-47. Sam with it. Isaac with it. Hits a three. Run back. Brown. Oh. Doesn't drop. They're going to give him two. And that's going to be on Jacob. So that'll be his fourth. .207 left here in the third. 46-47. 48. All right, 46-48. .649, inbounds to Sam. Lando, Carden. Wow, nobody else in there to rebound. Brown with it. Oh, throws it too far. It'll be Bear ball. All right, Sam with it. 148. Carden with it. fouled. That's going to be on Brown. That'll be his third. He's got 24 points. Oh, it's third. Yeah, third. Preston at the line. Gets the first one. 47-49. Gets them both. 48-49, 131 left here in the third. Brown with it. Brumbach. Brown. Sam with it. Harding. Gets it away from him. Evans running it down. Gets it. Sam with it. Gets it taken away. Brown with it again. Off to Sam. Harding with it. Say he got him on the arm, so that's going to be 4 on Brown. Isaac. Yeah. So that's 14 fouls. First one on Evans. .21 seconds left. Yep. And he gets it. Shoot it. No basket. Sorry, they were taking too long. 48-55. Some of this, you can see the clean passes to Brown, and you can just tell that the experience of the Okanogan team really helps them because their passes are a little crisper and cleaner underneath. They see the cut and man. They just have a little more of a better feel compared to what you see a little bit with the Bears. And I think it's going to, it's just going to take them a little time, but the Bears are going to get there. And every once in a while you see just flashes and you're like, wow, they get that down and that becomes consistent. They're going to be very, very good. So, well, down by 7. We got 8 minutes left here to hold Okanogan and get this one for their second win of the season. They beat Lake Roosevelt right before the break. Heard they played really well in Yakima. Now, this is a good game. They played well. So, Okanogan definitely has a height and experience advantage. Let's see what happens here. Leaving Brown on the bench to start the fourth here. Okanogan ball to start. All right, inbounds to Meyer. We're going to call that for sure. So Lando, Meyer to the line. See if he can shoot. First foul of this quarter. Meyer going to see if he can sink a couple here. Gets that one. Doesn't get that one. Jordy gets the rebound. Up and in. 50-56. Brumbach with it. Meyer. Carlton back to Meyer. Nice little move. That'll be second one on Lando. Meyer back to the line, 50-58. That one drops. 50-59. 7:25 left. Sam with it. Preston over to Jordy. Lando, Cardin. Say he's got on, stepped on the line. So Pachowski going in. Cardin getting a little bit of a break. Meyer with it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be bare ball. 7:04 left in the game. Sam with it. Preston with it. Jordy with it. He gets stuffed. Tips it back to Brumbach, unfortunately. Meyer with it. Sam with it. Sam, little floater, doesn't drop. Nobody in to rebound. Carlton with it. Up to Meyer. Meyer. Somebody shooting two. Carlton will be at the line to shoot two. That's already 3 fouls on Brewster. None on Okanogan so far. Carlton at the line. Third one on Lando. Gets that one. Extends their lead to 10, 50-60. Cardin with the rebound. Gives it to Sam. Jordy. Isaac. Gets that one. Meyer. Yep, that's it. So that'll be the 4th team foul, and that'll be Jacob's 5th. Got to set your feet. Take the charge. He gets 2. Gets that one. Waden Brown coming back in. And that one doesn't drop. Cardin with the rebound. Gives it to Sam. Doesn't drop. Brown hustles for the rebound. Brown fires a three. Out of bounds, so it'll be bare ball. Sam with it. The Okanogan ball. 5:17 left here in the game. Coach calling a timeout. Boys are not playing with intensity. They kind of like lost the thing and the crowd's quiet. And it's only a 9-point game. 5 minutes left. That's plenty of time. Oh, can't believe it's 2026 already. Seems like it was 2025 just a minute ago. Had a lot happen in 2025, that's for sure. Lots of great, great moments. Been making a note of all the cool things from the Grant's wedding and our second grandbaby in last January. She'll be 1 coming up here real soon. Announcement of the new grandbabies coming, 2 more. Lots of cool things. Graduations. All right, well, 5:17 left to go. 52-61. All right. All right, so Okanogan ball. Inbound to Meyer. Over to Brumbach. Brown misses. Carlton misses. And they're going to say someone got Carlton. Who are they going to call? 1, so it's on Isaac. That's 5, so they're 5 on Brewster, none on Okanogan. So Okanogan's going to be going to the line for the last 5 minutes. Misses that one. Gets that one. 10-point lead. Sam with it. Jordy to Preston. Isaac doesn't hit. Up to Meyer. Kicks it out. Evans, nope. Nope. Hit the upright. Sam with it. Over to Isaac. Jordy for a 3. Doesn't drop. Brown with the rebound. All the way down to Meyer. Meyer now with 11. Sam with it. Brown saw that pass coming. Meyer. Gevers with it. Harden. Sandy walked. Oh, that's 2 steps. 1, 2, up. I don't think I agree with that one. Because you can take 2 steps. He just takes big steps. Brumbach. Evans. Jordy. Carlton with it. 3:22, 52-66. Brown to Meyer. Meyer drives around, gives it to Carlton. Kind of the reverse story of what happened for the girls' game. Preston fires a three in and out. Carlton gets the rebound, gives it to Brumbach. Down to Brown. Meyer doesn't drop. Isaac with the rebound, or gets the ball.
Overload! Watch the overload!
Preston. Preston for a three. Gets it. 58-68, 2:31. Michael wants a timeout with 2:31 left. 55-68. Kind of the reverse of what happened with the girls, where it was a close game to end a three, and then the Bears extended out their lead and just kind of took care of business. And that's kind of what you're seeing with the Okanogan boys. They're really on a strong run, and the Bears haven't been able to answer except for that three there from Preston. If they can sink some threes and close this gap, 2:30 is plenty of time for 13 points, but it's getting awful close to where it's going to get more. It's going to get more and more difficult. Well, .231. The Cle-Elum games are going to be good tomorrow too. All right, Okanogan coming out. Waden Brown with 26, Carden Gevers with 22. Meyer with it. Brumbach. Evans. No, they're just making their shots. Lando with it. Drives, puts one up, doesn't drop. Brown with it. Meyer with it. 22 seconds on the shot clock. 2 minutes left in the game. Carlton with it. They're just going to burn. They're going to burn clock. Into Brown. Brown gets it knocked away. Jordy with it. Brown. Isaac with it. Yeah, coach is saying minute 20 left. 58-72. Okanogan's going to just put in another squad. They're going to say hit him, so. .117 left, 58-72. Isaac misses that one. So pretty much everybody coming off except Brown. So, doesn't get that one. Out to Jordy. Sam. Jordan or Lando. Isaac fires the three, doesn't drop. Gonna say he got him, so he'll be going to the line to shoot two with 57 seconds left. Carden gets that one. Doesn't get the second one. Brown with the rebound. Jordy with it.
Get back, Ryder, get back. There you go. Keep doing it, Ryder. There you go.
Carden with it. Uh-oh. Don't want him getting hurt, that's for sure. He'll be going to the line again. 39.7 seconds remain. 59-72. Nope, doesn't drop that one. One more here. Doesn't drop. Okay, he's pulling Carden off. Carden finishes the night with 23. Waden with 28. And it'll be Bear ball on the side here. Into Sam. Lando. Preston fires a three. Yep. So that's going to be his fifth foul. So he'll come out. So Evans will go in. 19 seconds left. 59-72. Lando with it. Nope. There is. Oh. Well, that's one way to end the game. Congratulations to that player to get that basket. That was awesome. So congratulations to them. Okanogan, lots of experience, lots of seniors, lots of quality players. They're going to do well this year. And the Bears are, Bears are a good team. They were right with them for a lot of it. They had a lead for a lot of the game. So we'll see what happens here. So, all right, folks. Well, hopefully everyone that's going to the game and Cleon has a safe travels down and back. And hopefully the games are really good. Unfortunately, like I said, I'm going to be hanging out with my son who flew in from Colorado to be with us for a few days. So we'll catch you games after that.